The odds of being struck by lightning is 1 out of 1,083,000. The odds of left-handed and myself doing a show together based on the last year's of calculation, 1 out of 1,083,001. Welcome to What Are the Odds? I go by the name of a loose cannon from Sports Vicious. Shot 97, you remember me, Star Chamber, Star Live and Directing, all of that. Joining me on the other end is the co-host. Everybody knows him, left-handed. What's going on, homie?
Yeah. Peace. What's the deal, man? Left-handed in the building. Yeah, man, we doing what we do, man. We doing it, incognito style, commando style. Me and the homie, loose cannon in the building. What are the odds, man? That's the name of the show. We are the odd partners, and we hitting you like we hit you, man. So we ready to get it popping, man. Everybody else is sleeping right now, but the odd partners is up working. So let's get it.
That's it. We grinding. Hey, Left, right now, man, we're going to talk about what every other sports stations talk about. I heard the bullshit they got to say. Now we're about to make it all official. XFL, Extreme Football League, success or bust? Talk to him.
You know what? Vince McMahon, he tried to, with a little experiment a few years back, and, it lasted one season. Tried to, bring a little attention to what he was doing and take a little attention off of the NFL. He's trying to do it again, man. And right now, I think he may have learned a little bit from the first experience, but I don't know, man. I don't really think that it's gonna, pop off, man. I mean, it's 8 cities, 10 games. They got everything planned out, but I think that as a diversion from the NFL, once the NFL season is over, then it's XFL. I mean, Vince McMahon, I gotta give him credit. At least he's trying. You know what I mean? He got the loot to do it. But I don't think that it's gonna, last too long, man. I think that they're trying to make it socially acceptable. No kneeling for the national anthem. So that means no Colin Kaepernick. No criminal record. You know what I mean? So that means a bunch of people are already crossed out before they even start.
Fuck out of here, Johnny Manziel, with your text.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel, fuck out of here, right? You know what I'm saying? So again, man. But here's the thing, though. They're going to be signing kids from high school. So college is no longer going to even be in the picture now.
All right.
You could be one of the top high school players in your state or in your area or whatever, and you ain't even got to worry about college. You could go right to the XFL.
And make some fucking money.
Again, and make some bread. That's right, and make some fucking money. So again, man, I mean, I give it to Vince McMahon for, going out on the limb and putting his money where his mouth is, and I'm not mad at him. But again, man, you're going to see what happens, man. I think the XFL is a diversion. They want to start it in February and things of that nature. 2020 is supposed to pop off. I think it might work. Loose cannon, who knows, man? The way sports is going these days, man, weirder things have happened, my dude. You know what I'm saying? And if Vince McMahon can get a nice 3 to 5 year run out of this, and again, the RG3s of the world, you know what I'm saying? The Jerry Rices of the world, because Jerry Rice wants to come back and play football.
Wow, Jerry Rice! I didn't hear Jerry Rice's name in the hat.
Jerry
wow.
Rice, Jerry Rice wants to come back and play football. So again, man, what's next? So that's going to be a opportunity for everybody to get busy. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't have no criminal record, you know what I mean, and as long as you're going to stand up for the national anthem and all that, you're good in Vince McMahon's eyes. Now, my thing about the XFL when it first came out, Loose, was that the personalities. Okay, you have people with their nicknames on the jersey, like
he hate me, motherfucker. He hate me. That's right. He hate me, dog. I seen him live. I remember seeing that shit.
Yeah. Okay. And again, I think this is just me talking. I think that the XFL has some good ideas. Like for example, instead of having an opening kickoff, you know how the game started off, Loose Cannon, with the two motherfuckers standing at the 50-yard line?
Motherfucking steal the bacon. You damn right I remember that shit. Steal the fucking bacon. Bacon?
Yeah. So again, man, I think that, if they're going to bring a different dynamic to the game where the NFL is, all of a sudden wants to be so pristine and crystal clean and all that, knock it off, man. You know what I mean? You know what it is with the NFL, man. You know what I mean? So if Vince McMahon feels like he wants to make some money, which he's definitely going to do, and start off small, and who knows, man? Because people, they want to see football.
That's
and
right.
Give them a diversion from the NFL and from college football, man. Hey, who knows, man? Who knows? What you think about it, Luce?
So give me an answer. You got to choose 50-50. Success or bust when it comes to the XFL, which is starting in 2020.
You know what? Fuck, man. I'm going to say I'm gonna say success. And now I'm gonna have to define that, loose cannon. I mean, if he goes more than 1 year, if he goes 2 years, he's already made a success already. Because last time he only went 1 year. So again, he's giving himself to 2020 to kind of like get the kinks out and to kind of like perfect everything. So again, I say if he goes 2 years or 3 years, it's a success. So again, I'm going to say success.
All right. So you mentioned he went 1 year last time. If he goes 2 years, it's a success. When he went the 1 year the first time, which took place, and we'll get into the history in a few minutes, he lost $35 million in 1 year, which is no success. If he would have went 2 years, he could have lost possibly up to $55 million. Or he could have reversed it and from 35 went to just took a loss of $15 million. It could have went either way. So just because it goes a little longer, I don't think it's gonna. That's what made it get successful. But you're gonna say you're gonna ride with on the success train. Then you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm on some other shit now. I'm trying to think positive, fam. I'm trying to think in a positive light. So again, man, that was over 17 years ago when it first came out, and he just kind of like rushed it. Now he's kind of like sitting back in the cut and saying, "Let us work out and get right what we got wrong the first time."
Right.
Okay. And again, man, I think that again, if it lasts a year or 2 years, or even 3 years, I think it's a success. I think that's just my opinion. Now, I think it lasts 1 year. I mean, boom. You can call it what you want to call it. But again, like you said, Loose Cannon, you made a very good point, my dude. It's about the bottom line. It's about the bottom line. So if it's making money, that is cool. If it ain't making no dollars, it ain't making no sense. So we'll see, man. And I think it could be successful. You know why? Just because of the certain fact that you're going to have, players coming that, not even interested in the NFL now. They're not fucking with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't have to go to college. You serious?
That's right.
You know what I mean? They don't have to play in the indoor football league or this other monkey shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, left-handed. They don't have to worry about going playing ball in college and then 4 years after they graduate get accused of some rape bullshit that's been going around.
Right.
So they ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
That's right. That's right.
Now check.
Again, man, remember. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now check it out. So you're riding with success. You're riding with success right now. Let me give my little point of view. I'm going to give my point of view, but I need you to keep an open mind. When I'm finished, I need a rebuttal from you. I need you to understand. I need you to listen. I need you to try to understand. And like I said, I need you to rebuttal all of this for me. All right?
Okay, I'm going to take notes of what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Check it out. XFL, Extreme Football League, is the name of the league. Right. First season, like you said, exactly 17 years ago, took place in 2001. The two owners of that league, 50% was owned by WWF Wrestling, which is now WWE, and the other 50% was NBC. All right? Not CBS, not Fox 5, motherfucking NBC. Started off with 8 teams, all right? New York, New Jersey Hitmen. Now, left-handed, I kid you not. I was a high school student at this time. My man had season tickets. His father was a correction officer, got season tickets, took me and the fellas, me and whoever was on my high school team, Tauntonville football, took us to the games, every home game that we was at. Like I said, so you got New York, New Jersey. You had Orlando. You had the city of Chicago, Birmingham. I don't know where the fuck they came up with a team for Birmingham. Las Vegas, Memphis, San Francisco, and the champions, Los Angeles Extreme. All right, now, the last time when, like I said, I mentioned a little earlier, WWF, NBC, both of them, they both lost $35 million each from their $100 million investment. All right? NBC is the one that wound up pulling the plug after the first year. WWF tried to keep it moving without him, which obviously didn't last too long. If I recall, they tried working out a deal with, I believe it was Channel 9, UPN 9, or whatever the fuck it was that had all the shows on it. All right? Now, XFL, obviously, everybody's hearing the big news. They're planning to relaunch in 2020. Now, this time, it's going to be owned by Vince McMahon, Alpha Entertainment. This is no WWE. Even though Vince McMahon is the owner of WWE, they're not going to be the owners behind this, okay? So, if you remember, you mentioned it was about the whole steal the bacon. You know, they wound up trying to build their audience off of the cheerleaders. If you recall, they had the no fair catch. This is when all that fair catch shit was going on. You know what I mean? And they made a big name off of that. That's what we wanted to see when it came to football. Now, Vince McMahon, who had his meeting this week, he winded up stating, like you said before, in this new league, it's not going to be about politics. It's going to be no kneeling. And he also mentioned what you said before was no criminals. He's not taking no fucking applications. He's going to tell you straightforward, you're too qualified. Same shit that you hear over at Home Depot when you can't get a fucking job. Now, left-handed, let me explain to you. This is where I need you to hear me out. This is why XFL is going to be successful. All right? Now, follow me here. I'm a wrestling guy. Not no more. I've been a wrestling guy my whole life, from a kid to about maybe 10 years ago. All right? That was my era of wrestling. Vince McMahon is a genius when it comes to sports entertainment. All right? Basically, left-handed, the genre that you hear of sports entertainment comes from wrestling, professional wrestling. Now, let me state some facts, all right? President Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Linda McMahon, who's the wife of Vince McMahon, works in the Trump administration. All right? She's the small business administrator. Now, let's go to some numbers. So you see the connections there. President Donald Trump and the McMahon family. The NFL lost about 20 to 25% of their viewers just in the past 2 years, the past 2 seasons. These are statistics. Everybody's saying the numbers dropped. Yes, it has. Within 2 years, it's about 20, 25%. A lot of it has to do with the whole kneeling incident that took place. You could call it the kneeling situation that took place. I like to call it the fucking racism. That's what I'm going to call it, all right? Let's not sugarcoat that shit. Now,
call it what it is.
Yeah, call it exactly what the fuck it is. Now, the XFL, when they come out in 2020, they're going to be attracting so many different types of groups, types of fan bases. All right? Check it out. These are the fan bases. The people who stopped watching the NFL because of politics, because of the whole kneeling. Everybody knows somebody now that's saying, oh, no, fuck football. I don't watch no football no more. They don't support the NFL. They want to watch football. They're going to cross over slowly to this XFL just to watch the ball game, okay? Wait for it. They're also going to attract the fans who enjoy watching a game of football, like you and myself, that are tired of fucking referees determining the outcome of games. We see this shit every week. We see this shit, whether it's rigged, whether it's who got the Spygate, who got the referees paid off. We see the bullshit that's going on in the NFL. We ain't stupid. Now let's wait for it. Right. They're also going to attract WWE fans, the wrestling fans, which are just huge. It's a whole different universe. We're talking about millions of people, okay? They're going to show their support for Vince McMahon. Now, it seems like those were the only people who actually stood around the first time when he did come through with the XFL. Now, I'm getting to the point. Now, check this, left-handed. They also said that they're going to be signing talented players, different type of talents. Now, I heard the names of Chad Ochocinco. I heard Terrell Owens. I've heard Tim Tebow. Mm-hmm. You recently just mentioned the great Jerry Rice. Ain't this something that we really would love to see? Not for nothing, just to see if Terrell Davis, just to see if some of these guys still have it. You know what I mean? I know this is something that many people are going to tune into just to see some shit like that. Now, check it out. Now, wait for it. Now, this is it. Last but not least, I'm going against the grain with you because you mentioned something earlier. All right? Colin Kaepernick. What better way for Colin Kaepernick to turn his back on the NFL and to be the face of the XFL? Vince McMahon said there will be no kneeling. He didn't say that we're not taking in people who were kneeling. He's saying in his league there's no kneeling. Colin Kaepernick made his point already. He already got the recognition that he wanted for taking that knee. It's not his fault. Everybody else took it overboard. So check this out. People who supported the movement behind Colin Kaepernick, why would they not show up and support this man? I believe they're going to tune the fuck in, especially if they hear this guy is going to be a quarterback that was drafted from a certain team. All right? So check this out. More people that didn't support, right? They're not going to tune in, whatever the fuck it is. Now, Vince McMahon's the guy, if you recall, this is the guy who pitted Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan. He made a fucking heel such as Stone Cold Steve Austin, turned him into the biggest superstar ever. You familiar with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Sure am. Yes, sir.
So he took a bad guy and made him into one of the biggest superstars ever, like I said. So check this out. This is the game plan, like I said. Left-handed, picture this with me. Colin Kaepernick, Obviously, he's bringing the media when he comes. He's bringing, like I said, the people who hate him, the people who support him. What does Vince McMahon do with the wrestling mind that he has? He takes some sort of, let's just say a Caucasian linebacker or Caucasian DB, whatever the fuck it is, that plays on the opposite side of the ball on a rival team. Then he builds up the tension like he does when he does in wrestling. All right, so leading into the game now all of a sudden, people who don't want to watch it because of Colin Kaepernick, they're going to start paying attention to some linebacker, Joe Schmo, whoever it is, that's calling out Colin Kaepernick, that's talking about, oh, I can't wait to blast him in his fucking chest. I can't wait to helmet. This is more audience that's going to be tuning in to see the fall of Colin Kaepernick. You know? So this is really how I can picture this going down. And I don't think there's nobody else better than a man like Vince McMahon. Please, after you.
Okay. I feel all your points, but the objective was to come on the opposite side. I think that the XFL, man, if it wasn't for the XFL, I'll say it like this, Luce. If it wasn't for the XFL, the NFL wouldn't have had aerial sky cams.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't have had microphones on players in the game.
Uh-huh.
So the XFL was very innovative, okay? And I don't want to say the NFL stole it, but they fucking did. They stole ideas from the XFL. So, again, the XFL was good for something. It might have only lasted 1 year. It was kind of, seemed like, okay, it was experimental, whatever.
It was at the wrong time.
Again, yeah. I think that with the example you gave about the linebacker and wanting to hit somebody, I think that's built in. That's going to be built in. That's going to build up the drama and things of that nature. NBC, you mentioned NBC went into partnership with the WWF at the time, 50-50, because NBC wasn't doing the NFL at that time. So, NBC needed to get something, so they grabbed onto the football. The viewership was down, so NBC pulled out. Okay, fine. Vince McMahon is doing a thing, Alpha Entertainment, which is a separate entity from the WWE, so he doesn't have to worry about losing money on that side. I feel like, man, again, like I said, they're going to, kind of slow walk it this time, Loose Cannon. They're not going to just jump in and say, okay, 2019 we're coming, da-da-da-da. No, 2020, they're going to let it build up. They're going to see, it's going to be, between now and 2020, it's going to be more players that, retiring or getting cut or deciding that they can't play anymore, whatever, people from the Canadian Football League, okay? So, again, man, I just feel like, that's why I said it's going to be a success. Because, again, I think that you have a bigger player pool to choose from this time around.
Way bigger.
Okay? You're gonna learn from your mistakes. And I think that, again, here's the big thing, Loose Cannon, the curiosity factor. For the people that didn't remember, the kids or whatever, the young kids who are really caught up in the WWE right now, and they feel like, okay, the WWE and the XFL, they're coming back, but they didn't see it that 1 year back in 2001. They're getting ready to see it now in 2020. So they're grown up now. They got the wrestling vibe already. They're caught up. Vince McMahon has already got them cats hypnotized already. So he got them. So the curiosity factor is going to be another thing. It's going to make the XFL successful this time. Now, to me, if it does more seasons than it did originally, when it only did one, so if it does 2 seasons, okay, it's automatically a success because it did twice as long as it did the last time. But my point being, my man, is that the curiosity factor, the name factor, like your Kaepernicks and your RG3s and your Tim Tebow's and all of those guys, that's going to be, another curiosity factor. Jerry Rice, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking about. He's 55 years old. You know what I mean? But, to each his own. You know what I mean? Do what you do. And I think that, again, it's going to be another outlet for the new generation of wrestlers or entertainers to kind of cross-promote. So they'll be seen on another stage. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, I feel like, I'm interested. I'm curious, Loose Cannon. I'm going to keep the 100 with you, my dude. I'm curious to see how this shit is going to work out. Okay? Because he's coming back. He said, you know what? He took the L the first time. You know what I mean? He took, 16 years, 17 years or whatever to figure it out. And now he's figured it out. Okay? And he's coming in with his own situation now. And now, the thing about the national anthem and no criminals and all that old bullshit, that's just the social part of the game. The political part, like you mentioned with Donald Trump, and, that's built in. So, again, man,
let's not say built in. Let's not say it's built in. let's make one thing clear. Let's make one thing clear, and it's going to come out very soon. Mark my words, and you're going to remember this show right here, Left-Handed. Donald Trump is going to be the engine, the machine behind Vince McMahon with this stuff. Like I said, they have a long history together. All of a sudden, for McMahon to want to come out with this after everything that's going on with Donald Trump speaking about the NFL and shitting on the NFL, he's going to be that behind closed door partner that they don't want to mention because he is the president of the United States. But never mind all that politics bullshit, because they're telling us there ain't no politics involved. Especially that's what Vince McMahon said. There ain't no politics behind this. There ain't no fucking bigger politician. You got the biggest politician in the world.
Allowing nobody to stand up. If you're not allowing nobody to sit down for the national anthem, that's motherfucking politics. If you're not having nobody that has a criminal record, okay, to play in your game, that's motherfucking politics and social commentary. So again, I feel like it's built in, Luce, because we spoke on it earlier. Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Motherfucking Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Donald Trump is connected. He might not be the face of the XFL, but like you said, he's going to be involved some kind of way. You know, but we're not fooling nobody. We know what time of day it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying, I'm not going to fuck with it because I'm curious to see how this shit is going to work.
Hey, Left-Handed, give me.
I'm curious.
Give me 2 rules. Give me 2 rules that you would like the XFL to break that the NFL have. So 2 rules that the NFL abides by that you would just like to see the XFL bypass. I'm gonna give you one. I'll give you one to set it off.
Go ahead.
I want them ball players on the most expensive fucking steroids and juice they can get their hands on. I want to see, never mind 300-pound linemen, I want to see a 465-pound fucking lineman take out a safety on the craziest toss play possible. That's one of mine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is one, and I just thought about it as you were talking. With the WWE aspect of it and things of that nature. Here's an idea. I have a couple of them. Here's the idea. No players under 250 pounds when the ball is inside the 10-yard line or the ball is inside the 5-yard line. I want no players under 250 pounds. I want to see all these big, fat, muscle-bound motherfuckers banging each other at the goal line. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no pass interference. Unless it's just blatant. Because, okay, it's the XFL. So they're going to be clotheslining motherfuckers. They're going to be, face masking motherfuckers.
I want to see a tombstone on the motherfucking 50-yard line Left-Handed. Be honest with you.
Do like they do with the old, remember the old Madden when we were talking about the games, the video games?
For sure.
The old Madden when they used to run out there with the ambulance.
For sure. For sure. As a matter of fact, you know what? Just don't even go pick him up. Roll him off the fucking field, man. Roll him off to the ambulance. Don't go pick his ass up. Hey, one more I'm looking forward. One more I'm looking forward to is no helmet to helmet. All right, referees, let these guys play. If it's really that bad, if you really honestly believe it was a target that you tried ending a guy's career, all right, then let's throw a little flag. You know what I mean? But let the men play. Because like we said, man, for whoever's not involved with the Kaepernick issue or the flag issue, people that just want to see football being played, that's why I'm going to be watching this game.
No doubt. So I guess, we come to a consensus that, we're curious to see how it's going to work out and things of that nature. So again, I'm on the side where it's going to be a success. I think it's going to be a success. And again, like I said, all he's got to do is do 2 years. And it's a success to me. But I think, again, like I said, Luce, the bigger player pool, you're going to have some name players coming in, you know what I mean, and doing their thing or whatever to get some extra money or whatever. And let it do what it do, man. Let it do what it do. I think Vince McMahon is, he's a maverick, and I think that he's willing to take a chance, and I'm not mad at him for that. So and that's where I'm at with it, man. So 2020, that's going to be, we're 2 years, removed from that. So that's going to be another 2 years where Colin Kaepernick hasn't played and RG3 and Tim Tebow and those guys. So, again, man, there's going to be some other names coming between now and then. So, again, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'll just tell you the truth. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not really, on the Donald Trump shit or whatever. Fuck that. I'm not really caring about that.
Check it out.
I just want to see some football. Let's see some motherfuckers get fucked up.
Before we close, but I'm with you, man. Before we close this segment out, One last question, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, let's say hypothetically, who do you think would do it? Let's say hypothetically. All right, for example, I'll go with somebody. Let's say New England Patriots. New England Patriots win one more Super Bowl. 6th Super Bowl. Tom Brady. Now you can't deny that he's the greatest quarterback in all. Right? Got the money he wants, everything that he wants, or whatever. If he leaves the game, what happens if somebody like him decides to sell out? You know, all of a sudden, he did everything he can possible in the NFL. Now all of a sudden, you know what? They're having a little pickup league. Let me show that I'm still the best at this. What if somebody like him were to leave the NFL and go into the XFL to try to draw more ratings? What do you think the top salary is going to be for somebody that does do that? An NFL player that decides to just call it quits, go play with the XFL. What do you believe the top salary is going to be for that player?
I don't know what the top salary is going to be because I've heard that it's going to be, it's not going to be off the hook or whatever. But I think to answer your question, if Tom Brady was decided to do something like that, it'd be over for the NFL, man. Everybody would be watching the XFL.
Mm-hmm.
But the player, I have a couple of them. James Harrison, also from the New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him winning a Super Bowl ring, sitting out a year, and then as soon as the XFL starts, he's ready to play. What about Ryan Leaf? What about Ryan Leaf, Loose Cannon?
The motherfucker's still alive. Ryan Leaf.
That motherfucker was ready to. Yeah, Ryan Leaf. Remember him?
Yeah, he got drafted over Peyton Manning.
Yeah. I mean, just throwing names out there, like guys that were kind of like rebellious, the guys that didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They weren't the best players once you put them out there. You know what I mean? But Ryan Leaf, man, and I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm not scared to admit it, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Here we go.
When Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning were dealing that thing, I was with Ryan Leaf. I was like, fuck Peyton Manning. But I was wrong on that. It happened.
Hey,
yeah, man, I think James Harrison, those dudes that would say, fuck it, I'm going to play in the XFL.
All right, we all take losses.
Somebody up.
Well, check it out. Before we get on to the next subject, we're going to just finish it like this. This is going to be one last opinion I got about this, all right? Now, I'm telling you, you heard it here first. I am a gambling man, left-handed. Never mind investing in Bitcoin like everybody else, all right? Never mind investing in medical marijuana. Even though donations towards weed is acceptable and appreciated to Loose Cannon at PayPal, 2 O's and a loose 2 N's in Cannon. But the best investment is going to be buying shares of the XFL. You heard it here first. I will start looking into it, and I will start posting shit about this, man. Now, check it out for everybody out there listening. Hit us up on the comments section. Let us know what you thought about this. You can find us on Snitch Network. Very soon, like we said, we're building up a little audience, and you'll be hearing some live shows from Loose Cannon, left-handed. Before we get out of here, man, good talking to you as always.
You already know, my dude.